Hello and welcome to this video, this new review of an atomizer. Believe it or not, I'm doing this a little bit late actually on the schedule because this video was out for a week or so for the French guys out there. So hey, I said every video in 2 languages, so here we go. So we will talk about the Fishbone Plus RDA. Coming out right out of China. It's an original RDA made by... I'm always having trouble with the name, so I'm taking the atomizer right off my hex ohm. So it's from Icy Clouds. So there are not a whole lot of videos out there about this atomizer. It's actually, I don't know if it's the second version, but there was a Fishbone RDA already out, which was a classic RDA, just that the top cap was, well, made out of glass. Hey. So this one is kind of, a different kind of atomizer, because we're on a dripper atomizer with a velocity style DAC for a pretty good price point, but is it any worth it? So let's dive down and check it out. At first the features, and then we'll go up, talk about it, vape it, and see if it's worth it, the money. So here we are with the Fishbone RDA Plus. So as you can see, we are having a pretty unique design with a, basically it looks like a tank. So first of all, what can we see on the outside? We can see a pretty pretty good amount of O-rings, 3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. A drip tip that I don't know if you can see this in the video, but you can see through it because it's a spit bag protection drip tip with some cyclonic airflow stuff. So this basically prevents you from dripping from the top. So great for a dripper, isn't it? Hey! Let's have a look at the DAC. Sorry, I didn't lean it out very firmly because, we'll talk about it a little bit later. So velocity style DAC, so you're crossing your little spears here, pretty easy to mount on, but these screws, man, these screws are so weak. And the post holes are actually pretty small. I think you can see it. This might be a millimeter or something. So not something where you would fit in some Clapton wire or Alien wire or any exotic build you can find now. So the juice well here is made of a little bit of ceramic. So I'm saying a little bit, but this ceramic must be like at most a millimeter in width, so it's very, and I'm not saying enough, very fragile stuff here. So, and you can see these here are coming out, so you need to line your atomizer actually, because you have these little guys that are coming right here on the top of these little here. So basically it's not very convenient to use. You can get this juice well out there, at least the ceramic portion of it. You have a little screw here inside. But the problem is you will have maybe, I'm saying maybe, I haven't tried it because, sorry, the ceramic is so fragile that I don't want to move it around actually. You have to be very careful because there's a little bit of movement. And if there is too much movement, you can't fit your top cap on again, so you will need to fiddle with it. Also here the center pin, which is your 510 connection, won't be any good at first for any hybrid device, because it's not sticking out sufficiently, but even more sad about this atomizer is that you can't adjust it. So you have a screw here, you can fit a flathead screwdriver inside, but the problem is you will loosen up your positive post. So basically your positive post will start to move and you will have some trouble with your ceramic juice well, because basically it will hit against the juice well and break it. And also if you tighten it up too much, your juice well goes bye-bye. So this is the deck section now. This here is the top cap. So let me push out without breaking everything. I don't think this will be possible. Oh shit, this is, sorry. God. You see, I'm loving this atomizer so much. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, this seems pretty dirty, but I can't get it out there. The O-rings are just way too stiff, and there was juice inside. So just let me explain it without taking the top cap off. Why I'm not forcing is because this glass section is pretty weak. You have a little dome here inside that you can take out. It's just fixed with a screw here inside, so you can turn it. I won't take it out right now, but it doesn't take this drip tip out. So this drip tip is fixed inside. It's actually a pretty massive piece of metal, pretty well made. So the airflow on this is pretty unique, because basically your air goes in here on the sides of the dome, hitting on your coils, going up inside the dome, going to your mouth, okay? So this is the whole design part behind this. You can take this little dome here out, but basically it will ruin your whole vape experience, because the air is just going everywhere, and trust me, it's no good. So I think I spent enough time with this RDA just showing it to you. There's not so much to show. Just let me wick it. And we're going up to normal view, and let's vape it and talk about it and see what I think about it, and if you should buy it or not. So here we are, yeehaw! So, you see that the Fishbone has already some cons in terms of design, but let's see how it vapes. I put here a wick in it and some I Love Donut juice, which is delicious. It's my favorite juice at the time with the One Hit Wonder line. And the funny thing is, okay, I'm not getting a huge flavor out of this atomizer. Neither I'm getting any huge clouds out of this atomizer, so I don't know where to put it. I know that the ceramic juice well is supposed to get some great flavor out of it. Which for me, in this case, for this atomizer, is completely wrong. I'm not getting any good flavor out of it. I know there's some reviews that found the flavor of this guy pretty good. I mean, okay, it's not in the same price range, but you can get, for example, a Tugboat V1. This is the V2. This kills this atomizer in every aspect, clouds and flavor. You can get a V1 for 30 bucks. You can get a Jabo atomizer. The 3 Jabo atomizers that came out, they killed this thing and they're 30 bucks. And this gets me to the price point of this guy. This is 30 bucks. You can get it cheaper, I think, but okay, it's a Chinese original. This, I have to give credit for this, because yeah, they do not make any clones. They're throwing out some, well, let's say original atomizers with some cool designs, if you like it. You can have this one in silver, in gold, in black, just the metal portion, so the glass isn't tainted, which would be a cool touch, I think. But anyways, let me get this out of my way, the phone. But basically this atomizer, I'm really not amazed by it. I mean, there are some cool ideas, but this cyclonic airflow design that they had on this atomizer, it just doesn't work out so good. The fact that I can't drip through the drip tip and I have to take off the top cap every time I'm dripping, for me it's a no-go. It's a real bummer, because the idea is not bad, but the concept and then the whole end and final product, it's not worth it. I mean, I cracked already 1 tank of this, not with the e-juice, just by not quite aligning here the top cap and the juice well. It's just way too fragile. I mean, ceramic, cool idea, but it has to be engineered in a way that you're not breaking it in a day-to-day use. Except by dropping it, of course, but with a good use and careful use, you shouldn't be able to break it immediately. This one, I guess if you use this for a week straight as your only dripper, you will break it. You will break it. And again, the flavor, I'm not taking a dry hit, but I'm getting kind of a cotton flavor. With any wicking method, if you could put kendo cotton or fiber freaks or whatever you like, I'm getting this flavor. I have the same juice, just to compare. I know it's not fair to compare an atomizer that costs 30 bucks to an atomizer that basically costs you 70 bucks. But same juice in here. Same wattage, same everything. This is the same resistance, 0.3 ohms. Man! You saw the cloud? And here I get the flavor. I know what this juice is supposed to taste like, and I'm not getting the taste out of it. So, 30 bucks, original atomizer, okay. Would I recommend it? This atomizer, I think, is aimed in many shops in my surroundings as a good beginner atomizer. And I couldn't disagree more. Why? The velocity deck, very easy for your coils, very easy to build on. But here's the flaw. With this little dome inside, you have to be very, very careful with the placement of your cotton. Because if you place it just that it touches the dome a little bit too much, your airflow will be restricted and you will get an awful vape. Because it just will not work properly. So this is not easy for a beginner. And also the fact that it's so fragile, it might frustrate you. So if you want to give it a try, you can get it for pretty cheap, I think, at least out of China or out of some websites. But as a atomizer for an all-day use, it's not my thing. Everybody has to make its own opinion. It's not my thing. I know that Vape, I think you pronounce it, on his channel was not amazed, but I was pretty positive about this atomizer, and I'm pretty negative. I think you understood. But hey, that's it about this atomizer. I couldn't really recommend it, but you can check it out. So I think that's all for today. I guess I will put on this video and the vlog at the same time. The English vlog, of course, the French vlog is already online, and yeah, I see you next week with another atomizer, this time an atomizer that I really, really enjoyed. So, see you next time, vape on!